Jude. Quran, chapter 23, verses 12 to 14. In Arabic, the word alaka literally means leech, something that hangs and clotted blood. When comparing a leech to the embryo at the alaka stage, we can see the similarities between them. Similarly, at this stage, the embryo draws nourishment from the mother's blood, much like a leech feeds on the blood of another. The second meaning of alaka is something that hangs, the hanging of the embryo during the alaka stage in the mother's womb. Here in the drawing, we can see the embryo hanging at the alaka stage, or leech-like stage inside the mother's womb. In the third image here, we can see the embryo suspended at the alaka stage, or leech-like stage. At about 15 days old in the mother's womb, the embryo measures around 0.6 millimeters. The third meaning of alaka is clotted blood. We can see that the outer appearance of the embryo and its form at the alaka stage, whether like a leech or a clot of blood, is indeed similar to a blood clot. This is because there is a lot of blood in the embryo at this stage. The blood in the embryo does not flow or circulate until the end of the third week. That is why at this stage the embryo resembles a clot of blood. The outer appearance of the embryo and its form resemble a blood clot because of the large amount of blood in it. Therefore, the three meanings of the word alaka perfectly match the description of the embryo at the alaka stage. The next stage mentioned in the Quranic verse is the mujja stage. In Arabic, mujja means something like a chewed substance. When a person takes a piece of chewing gum, chews it, and then compares it to the embryo at the mujja stage, we can conclude that it looks like something chewed. This is because of the marks on the back of the embryo, resembling the impressions left by teeth on something chewed. The actual size of the embryo is 4 millimeters, comparable to a piece of chewing gum at the mid-stage after being chewed. We can see the similarity between the two. In the image of the embryo at the mujja stage, we can see the marks on his back similar to teeth marks. Picture a piece of chewing gum after it has been chewed. How could Muhammad have known? All of this was known 1400 years ago. Yet scientists have only recently discovered these things using modern equipment and powerful microscopes that did not exist at that time. Anton van Leeuwenhoek was the first scientist to observe human cells or spermatozoa using a special microscope in 1677, roughly 1,000 years after Muhammad.